Squad, welcome back to another episode of Season 3 from San Francisco, California. I've actually never been to the San Francisco airport before, nor have I ever, no, I have been to San Francisco before, but just not the airport. So I just touched down here, pretty simple flight from Salt Lake, and we were here for the first 2 rounds of the SRO Championship. So I need to pick up a rental car, drive up to Sonoma, pick up a driver, drop the driver off, drive back down to the airport, and then back up to Sonoma, all between now and like 10 o'clock at night. Not a bad little rental dig. It looks like it's a Hyundai something. Out here to Sonoma, basically in a parking lot where all of the rigs are staged. There's tons of different trucks and haulers. I'm waiting for load in tomorrow morning, so it wasn't that bad of a drive once I got out of the city. And now I'm here to pick up our driver, Clinton, who is in this matte black rig, which is pretty sick. Yeah, dude.
What's up, bro?
How did it drive?
Drives great.
Yeah.
It drives great. I mean, it's got a Mercedes motor in it that doesn't have like any power.
Do you miss not having this stick?
Well, yeah, I'm not used to doing automatic. This is only like the 3rd automatic I've ever drove. You know what I mean?
Today is loading day, which is essentially the day before the weekend really starts, and you spend all day loading in all of the rigs. As you can see around me, I'm just surrounded by rigs, so we got to get everything set up.
Guys next door said we got Monster on deck. Said if you want any Monster,
oh really?
Just let them know. Clinton Tucker, out of Florida.
What do you do
with these guys? A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Piloting, race cars, truck driving,
yeah,
a little bit of everything.
Okay. Clint was a beast. He literally took this rig from Florida to California, and how long did it take you? Like 3 days? Yeah, 3 days. He left Saturday and he got here last night, so pretty insane driving. Watched the Sebring episode when we tested about 2 or 3 weeks ago. We had a totally different trailer. It was a white trailer and different tractor as well. So long story short, that tractor broke and essentially we wouldn't make it here. We were already looking for a new rig in the process, but we ended up buying this rig last week in Virginia. Basically drove it down to Florida, transferred everything out of it, and then Clinton drove it all the way across the country to here. So this is a totally new rig for us, new awning setup as well. So we're not gonna have like our bigger full awning, unfortunately. It's just gonna be like it's called a cantilever awning. So not really ideal for what we're doing, but it should work for this first event. And then we're gonna make a bigger awning that extends out more and kind of covers more ground, that has side curtains and stuff like that, just all around a better setup. So Clinton and I basically unloaded everything. We have the gator out, we have the pit box out, we have all of our tires, the cars. We even have, if you see up right there, the observation deck up as well, and we have the awning all ready to go. We have 3 more guys coming to just help us for the weekend and stuff like that, part of the team. So once they get here, we are going to be able to put the awning up, and we should be in pretty good shape to roll. So because we're running in a professional series, there's a bunch of different series sponsors, Pirelli, Amazon, Optima batteries. So we have all these decals and stickers that have to go on the car in specific locations. Got to put number boards on the car, stuff like that. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, because this is about as mechanically inclined as I am, is just continue to put the proper stickers on the car so we are all legal to run this weekend. I also have this one, which is kind of cool, Stay Frosty. I don't know what that is. most of the stickers on the car properly. I had to put all of these on. I put the number board on with our number. We were able to get the windscreen one on and just a few other little ones. Unfortunately, the car is completely white. I don't know if that'll change right now, but it doesn't really matter in terms of making the car fast or not. We started at like 5:30 in the morning and we're here at like 7:30 loading in, and it is just now getting to be 8 o'clock at night. So we're a little bit behind, but we have another day tomorrow to figure all this stuff out. And we just laced up all these lights underneath the awning, so we got some light when it gets dark. And we're just slowly figuring everything out. First race of the season, everything like that, but exciting. I think we're gonna be doing pretty well. So just wrapping up for the night. And I think we have 2 practices tomorrow. Well, the first practice day of the season looks like it's going to be a wet one. Seems like it's kind of been spitting on and off rain here. It always makes for the most interesting track conditions when it's just cold and wet. In the cars that I don't have a lot of experience in, at a track I've never been at. So just really gonna be a game of survival and learning the track, learning the car, especially in these conditions, because we might actually get a wet race on Saturday. So welcome to day 2. Or is it really day 1? I don't know. It's basically, could be either or. Day 2 of being here, but day 1 of kind of the official weekend here. So welcome to Sonoma. We're getting ready to head out for our second practice of the day. The first one was kind of a wash because it just rained so much. Someone hit the wall, so they red flagged the session, which means it got cut short. It's still wet, completely wet, but the rain has sort of subsided, so it's probably not as wet out. And the interesting part about this is that there's actually 3 classes out there. So we're the fastest class of the 3, and then there's 2 other classes that are much slower. So you're kind of working your way through traffic and other cars. But last session here in about 10 minutes. So just kind of getting suited up. Let's go have some fun. Crew. So you gotta introduce yourself. Clinton already did it. What do you do for the team? You just wipe the cars down?
That's what I do. I can't even get proper rags, so I just use these blue surgical towels to wipe the cars down. Really not wiping them much, just spreading the dirt around.
What do you actually do?
One of the mechanics on the crew.
I think you're underselling yourself when you say that, but...
This is Alden. I call him Boy.
I
calls
called
me
you
boy.
because the first time I saw you with this long hair, I was confused.
So I look like a girl. The other person here is Tyler.
Yep.
Tyler, introduce yourself. What do you do?
I stand here and look good with a beard, pretty much.
He's a beer model.
My name's Tyler. I'm a Porsche tech for 12 years. Got wrapped up with the Catanias, over 10 years ago now. And it's been fast track ever since. These guys are nuts. They're adrenaline junkies. It's basic maintenance, alignments, corner balance, keeping them on the road so you guys can go. That's all. So, and it's a lot. New cars or not, it's a lot.
The last person is Papa Yo.
It's Papa Yo.
Oh, whoa.
We're doing a meet the crew, meet the team.
I don't know if I'm the crew, I'm the team principal, man.
No, I'm the team owner.
Oh, that's right, that's right. That's right, you're the team owner, that's right, yeah. Yeah.
It's on the paperwork. What do you want?
It's gonna be a good year. So far, everything's going pretty well. Having fun in the cars. I think they're fun cars to drive. I'm happy with it.
Like a shifter cart.
Shifter cart's an angry little you know what. This is a lot more civilized, I think.
What's your role on the team, would you say?
Be the lead driver.
I haven't got a single straight answer, dude. This is why I don't put you guys in the videos.
No, you got to redo it.
Why?
Because now we expect it a little bit. We can think of something to say.
No. That's what a vlog is, dude. It's just off the cuff. All right, well, I tried.
Try again tomorrow.
No, that is the crew. So you have Clinton, who essentially runs everything with the rig. He drives these things, and is kind of just a flex guy to help work everything that we need. Alden and Tyler are basically the lead mechanics, car chiefs, crew chiefs for both of these cars. Alden has done a lot of Porsche endurance racing before. Tyler's a Porsche tech, so they're just like extremely mechanically inclined. And then Alden knows a lot about the actual racing logistics and how all that stuff works. So between the two of them, it's a really powerful force. Then obviously Papa Joe is also a driver and just kind of here to help everyone out and funds a lot of this. And then there's me. I basically just drive this 26 car, I put stickers on it, and that's really about it. So it looks like we're actually closing up pretty early today. It's only about like 6 o'clock, which is quite early to finish up. So it's a good sign. Looks like we'll be able to get some dinner and then get a early night for tomorrow. We are shaping up to have quite the interesting day. As you can see, it is a mixture of some wet conditions here with blue skies. So we have a qualifying this morning with the first race of the championship at 4 o'clock later in the afternoon, early evening. So we could have a wet qualifying session and then a dry race session. So in terms of car setup, everything like that, there's a lot going on. We are struggling with the car a lot. We just can't figure out the car with this track combination. So we made a bunch of changes overnight, and hopefully we're moving in the right direction. Absolutely eventful qualifying session. We went out on dry tires and we basically did about 2 laps or 3 laps. I was the first one to even go out on the track, so I was really the guinea pig in terms of seeing what the track was like. So we were able to put in, I think, 2 laps, and then red flag came up because someone crashed. They spun out and hit the wall. So we had to come back into pit lane. When we were sitting on pit lane, it started raining on us and we're all on slick tires. So we went back out. We barely did 1 lap, and then another person crashed, brought out the red flag, and ended the session. So we finished 3rd in class for qualifying, which was great. I was stoked. I was like, we'll be 2nd row, be able to fight for a podium. And then they just released a bulletin or whatever saying basically Stewart's decision. We are making it so the grid is set from 2nd practice fastest time. So we'll still be starting, I think, 5th for the race, but just kind of unfortunate. We have finally caught a break in terms of having some stuff go our way, and then they just sort of took it away from us. We're really just in a holding pattern to see if it's going to be wet later or dry, because right now it's, I don't think it's necessarily raining, but it still needs quite a bit to actually dry out.
It'll be Steve Strymer, the gray, black, and red BMW for Hard Motorsports. West Coast team, West Coast driver, starting on pole on the left-hand side, alongside Jacob Rude, the reigning champion. Row 2, Stephen Cugliari and Mark Wilgus. Row 3, Lucas Catania and Olivia Askew. We'll take a look at some of the other drivers a bit later, but into the VP acceleration zone, and a great start here for Steve Strymer as the green flag flies on the 2022 season.
Boy, they just left that second row for dead there in terms of their pace, but look at this, Rude down to the inside, trying to make it stick. Cugliari tries to go with him.
First and first. Sensing a trend?
Yeah. I wish I could putt like that. I wish I had a putting record when playing golf, but not so much. Maybe the 4-putt.
Remarkable year from the Racine, Wisconsin. Cugliari comes home second. Catania, Lucas Catania, who ran one race last year, raced his way up onto the podium here today in a good field of cars, ends up third in TCX.
Let's go, guys. We finished on the podium. We started 5th that race and we drove our way up to 3rd place. Incredibly hard fought podium finish. It did not come easy, and I'm honestly so stoked. A bit emotional, to be honest, just with that finish, because just the size of our team, what we're up against, what we had to go through even just to get here. 3rd place feels like a win, and like just being out of a race car for so long, being out of a professional setting for 6 years, showing up here, struggling with the car, making changes, and then having driving up to the podium. We had the 2nd fastest lap time of the race. It feels so rewarding, and it's better than I imagined for this season. To show up to a place we've never been to before with brand new cars, to come away with a 3rd place trophy, really just, it's amazing.
It's a good race. You know, we came back from a tough position that we were in, especially never being here, not knowing the track, not knowing how to set up the car really for this track. So going from, I think we started 5th to 2nd is huge.
Try to fight for the win.
It's huge, yeah. So I think we're moving in the right direction for sure.
Here comes the field through the hairpin of turn 11, now just the left-hand bend of turn 12 to go before the green flag is displayed by Tom Hansing to the VP Fuels acceleration zone, waiting for the flag, and there it flies. Jacob Rude, a great start. Cugliari did not get one. He drops back and might actually lose that 3rd spot. Side by side for 3rd. Now Cugliari comes out in front, and the fight is on for 4th.
Oh, and he's wide. He's off the road. Just took it in too deep there on cold tires. Gets off the road, manages to recover.
Crowdstrike Fastest Lap, as mentioned, went to this car. Lucas Catania finished second, but had some pace. That's something he can take in his back pocket moving forward.
Yeah, that'll be a confidence builder, nice podium run and fast race car. But they're all got to kind of figure out that puzzle of how do we beat Jacobs Rue.